Libra, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. Now, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos and daily shorter videos. I also do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, we did have a card fall out, so we can use that for our general reading here. Looks like our general reading for you, Libra, looks like you will be having some open-mindedness and you will be a force to be reckoned with. Basically, that you have a lot of forward potential, forward movement, and honestly forward mobility. That you have choices that you can make because you've got a lot of skills, you've got a lot of variety in your in yourself, and you will absolutely be able to succeed in whatever you decide to do. I see that this could very well be, actually it looks like a very balanced upcoming time, that you will have balance in both your finances and in your romantic life. So let's keep an eye on that as we get into things. That looks like there will be a neat balance between the two. So let's get right into that love reading. Okay, so in terms of love, looks like you have felt like basically that you're on the final challenge, that you have a very, very steep hill ahead of you, and that you have to worry very much about the outcome of that. I see that you have really been feeling like this is a really drastic and dire situation for you, and that things really are tough, that you're really overwhelmed and intimidated by this situation. Now, I do really notice here that this is not the case. This is not the outcome, and it is not the end. That this challenge is basically the biggest hurdle, and that it's basically the top of the mountain. The rest is downhill in a good way, of course. That there's going to be less hard work, and that you're going to be able to relax and focus. Now, I see that basically moving forward from now, I see you really taking action and really overcoming that hurdle with this new confidence, with the confidence of knowing. And I really see you taking that action, moving forward, and really progressing things. I see that when you do basically overcome this hurdle, that you will basically have permanent upwards motion, that you absolutely will be driving yourself upwards and onwards, and you will absolutely be a force to be reckoned with. Now, just like I mentioned, this is going to be in terms of, honestly, it looks like in terms of your general life, but I do see that there is going to be a lot of love in this, that this is going to be very romantic based, that this hurdle that we have been experiencing, it's something that you really need to overcome to have that love. It looks like this is a personal situation to overcome, which is why I wasn't specifically mentioning that person or like those situations, those romantic situations, that this hurdle that you really need to overcome and you really want to basically beat, it is a personal and inward situation, that it is something coming from inside of you in your mind, or a situation that is yours. And like I said, I see you taking action, really taking the time to think about it or to work through it. And I see that action leading you into your future and leading you on to everything else in your life. Basically, I see constant forward momentum after that. Now, just like I mentioned, of course, that forward momentum is going to be huge. It's going to be consistent, constant, and just forever, basically. So I really see that once you overcome this hurdle, that you are going to either realize that the person who has been looking at you has always been the one for you, or you're going to find that person who is meant to be with you. And this will be, if you're in a relationship, you've already found them. This will be a situation where you absolutely find your true love, and that situation is just up and up and up for you. I see fantastic things for you in your love and in your love life. So I really look forward to, let's look forward to that, and let's look forward to your future, because that is phenomenal. So let's get right into the financial reading now. Now, based on the general reading that we had, with the love reading being so fantastic, I feel like the financial reading might very well be the same. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so it looks like you absolutely have had situations recently where you have really felt like you we're growing into the perfect version of yourself, that you've built the skills, you've done the work, and you have absolutely had many situations that were really benefiting you. Now, I do see that there will be, just like I mentioned, quite a bit of balance in things, but it looks like there will be, or there is currently, a situation financially that is a loss of balance. That I see that basically recently you have grown into that self that you've always been looking for. You've been really relaxing into what you deserve, what you desire, and where you're going. And I see that currently there is a situation happening that you really feel like you're having a falling out, that there's someone around you, or there's a situation that you're facing that has some drastic and drastic consequences towards you or towards a relationship. But this will not be a love situation. This will be a situation where it's a coworker that a situation comes up for. This could be even your work that it comes up for. I do note here, it does, based on what I see, look like this will be in regards to your work. That this will be a situation where something in your work changes fundamentally. And I see that in some cases that this could even be a falling out for your job. So that could be a drastic change for you. But I see that in the near future that you absolutely will have huge potential and some great movement forward, Libra. That honestly, I see you really, once things happen and once we get to the near future, that next situation will be your true potential. That you will find something much greater than what you have now, and that the money will basically be coming in much better than before. And honestly, I think that does, it's not exactly mirror our love situation, but in the end, it looks like there will be some great balance, that your love will be growing quite phenomenally, and that your finances will be growing quite phenomenally. In the end, it looks like for current times, it's not exactly balanced, but it will balance out very soon. So that does bring us to the end of this reading. I will just reiterate that I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.